Welcome to Mindful Living with Nurse Stacy, brought to you by Mindful Living for Life. Today we'll talk about conscious embodiment, living fully in your body. Another way of saying conscious embodiment is being fully present, mind body connection, or my favorite, living mindfully. Last week, I talked about energetic blueprint, our inner rhythm, our natural flow, and the energy that drives us. Our energetic blueprint. You can find that on the podcast entitled, Is Your Energy Playing With You? I promised I'd take what we discussed and practice it in my life, and I did just that. All because I wanted to share what worked and what didn't work, and what I learned along the way. So this past week, guess what I practiced? I practiced temperance. I intentionally observed my triggers, and believe me, I had some. I noticed my natural energy flow and made conscious choices to protect my peace. Oh, never let anybody destroy your peace. I paid attention to how my mind and body were interacting and how I could respond rather than react to life changes. So, we can react to some life changes at times. So, that brings us to today's topic, conscious embodiment. I want to show you how tuning into your body, noticing your energy, and practicing awareness can help you align with your natural rhythm and transform the way you show up in your life. So let's dive into what I practice, what I learned, and how you can start bringing your mind and body into harmony just like I'm doing. So there are times when my body is completely still, like just still, just relaxing. But my mind feels like it's racing, like I'm physically here, but mentally everywhere at once. I've noticed in those moments, usually when that stuff shows up, is when I'm holding on to stress or emotions I haven't yet processed. And I know I'm not alone in that. We've all had moments when our minds move faster than our bodies, when tension builds up and we can't quite explain why. It's just all a part of being human. It's just part of our makeup, especially in a world that keeps us constantly on the go. So I want to ask you, have you ever had one of those days where your mind is running laps, but your body is screaming for rest? That's exactly when tuning into mindful conscious living becomes a game changer. It changes everything. It can completely change the way you feel, body, mind, and soul. And literally, it can do that for you. So now that we've named it, that tension, that racing mind, the question becomes, how do we bring ourselves back into alignment? So, conscious embodiment or living mindfully is all about noticing your body, noticing the feelings, the energy moving through you, and intentionally connecting with it. It's recognizing your personal rhythm, your energetic blueprint, and choosing to respond rather than react. And boy, did I need to learn that for myself. So, over the past week, I observed my triggers. I observed it all, my natural flow. And I noticed how I wanted to make those small choices to protect my peace. So even in those small moments of awareness, it made me feel more grounded. It made me feel more centered, more like myself. So I'd like to try a quick exercise together. So what I'd like us to do is take a deep breath in and pause and then exhale slowly. So take a deep breath in, pause, and breathe out slowly. Bring your attention to your feet. Notice any tension or pressure. And as you do that, Move your awareness slowly up through your legs, then to your hips, to your torso, your arms, and your shoulders. And lastly, bring your attention to your head. Just notice how each part feels as you do this. There's no judgment here, there's no fixing anything. Just be aware. Total awareness. Now, this is your first step in tuning into your personal rhythm, awareness. When I do this practice, I realized, or when I did this practice, I realized when I paused and tuned into my body, I could feel the difference immediately. My reaction slowed down. My energy felt lighter, and I could protect my peace instead of letting my triggers dictate my mood. It's not a good thing to let your triggers dictate your mood. Now, there's another activity or exercise you can do, like an energy check in exercise. And what you can do here is you can close your eyes for a moment and place your hands on your heart or your stomach and ask yourself one question: what energy am I carrying right now? Or you can say, is it heavy? Is it light, restless, or is it just calm? Simply just notice it. Observing your energy is the first step in aligning it. I experienced how aligning energy and temperance is played out in my life. It's not only in isolated moments, but it's choosing to make this a habit and a lifestyle. Temperance is about responding instead of reacting, and it's achieved through consistent practice of moderation, self awareness, and intentional choices across all areas of life. So pay attention to your thoughts, your emotions, and your impulses. Notice areas where you tend to go to extremes. And it can be areas like eating too much or spending too much or just reacting emotionally. Also, journaling or mindfulness, I can't say this enough, can help you identify patterns that need balance. If you write it down, you can identify it and you can choose where you need the balance and choose how to deal with it. So, by tuning in to your triggers and choosing peace, you start shifting your energy to match the person you want to become. And this isn't just for you, it affects everyone around you. And believe me when I say everyone around you, when you align your energy, your environment shifts too, creating a ripple effect. You get to set the tone for your surroundings, raise your energy, and watch the world around you respond. Now, there's another exercise you can do to pause and reset. You can think of a small stressor from your day, and I know we all have one. Just think of one and picture it in your mind. Then take a slow, deep breath in and pause. And exhale, releasing that stressful tension. Now imagine your stress flowing out of your body with each exhale. You know, I heard that movie, Waiting to Exhale. She needed to exhale. So you can repeat this 2 more times. Slow, deep breath in, pause, and exhale. It's wonderful. One more time. Slow, deep breath in, and relax. I think I did a long pause. I needed a long pause. Exhale, releasing that tension. Just release it. Just let it go. Let the stressful tension go. When you pause, it creates space for choice, space for calm and alignment. And that gives you a time to decide whether you're going to react or not. So, another reactive exercise we can do is called alignment visualization. Now, imagine a gentle light moving from the top of your head down to your toes. Now, this light is your personal energy aligning mind, body, and spirit. Just imagine that. Feel your rhythm settling and your energy flowing naturally. Let this alignment remind you that every choice you make to pause, every choice you make to notice and breathe brings you closer to the person you're meant to become. So I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you have to say. What did you do this past week to become more aware of your energy, of your flow, and your rhythm? Did you do anything this past week? If you did, I'd like you to drop it in the comments and share it with somebody that you trust. You can also share this podcast with somebody that you choose. If you love what you're hearing, make sure to subscribe and keep the good vibes coming. Remember, this journey isn't just about you. When you rise, we rise together. I want to invite you this week to notice one small way you can be more present in your body. It could be a breath, a simple stretch, a walk. Pay attention to the difference it makes. So, the next episode, we're going to explore quantum recalibration, how to shift the patterns that show up in your life. So, until next time, stay present and stay grounded.